two hottest questions right now in the Las Vegas real estate market. Have we peaked? And is this a bubble? We're going to go over some information today and let you decide if we peaked or if it's a bubble. State and federal policies have definitely changed the Las Vegas real estate market. It has delayed the recovery, it has changed the recovery, and many people feel that the prices have been artificially inflated due to these state and federal policies. Let's start with the federal policies first. First of all, as this graph shows, the money supply has gone up exponentially in the last 4 years. Over $4 trillion has been printed. And to give an impact of that, this graph completely shows the impact of that $4 trillion. What has that done? That has flooded the market, mostly hedge funds, with extra cash that are overpaying for properties. One question: what happens when that flow of cash is cut off? What happens when that line that went straight up levels off or comes back down to reality? We got a taste of it when Ben Bernanke said we might stop, and you saw Wall Street panic, and then he said, oh, we'll keep on printing. That can't last forever, my friends. It's been 4 years. The time is coming. Number two, the interest rates. As this chart shows, it's the lowest in history right now. These interest rates, as we all know, are coming to an end soon. That means the purchasing power is going to drop. So someone, just on a point, to give you an example, just on a point increase, someone that can afford a $200,000 house can now only afford approximately $175,000. That is without all the mortgage insurance premiums being added. Those fees also decrease their purchasing power. The third, look at this chart right here. After 4 years of printing money, there's still less people working today than there was 4 years ago. So these current policies are not working. And why is it so important to notice the job base? Because the fundamentals of a housing market are jobs and how much those jobs pay. And right now, we have less people working than 2009, and people are making less money than they were in 2009. Therefore, common sense dictates sooner or later the values are going to have to match those fundamentals. When these artificial stimulus and all these other things are going on right now, like hedge funds coming in with cheap money, and the values are going to come back to the natural median where they should be. None of this boom and bust cycle that they've caused. And you don't want to be stuck in the cycle that's at the bottom and miss the boom. Now let's get on to state policies. In the state of Nevada in 2010, we told people that now is a great time to buy. If you want to be a part of Vegas's recovery, this is the time. There's one common trend that everybody has been talking about at this conference, and that is taking action. Right now, there has never been a better time and a better window of opportunity to invest in real estate in Las Vegas. Because in 2011, they were going to pass a law called AB 284, which would stop the notice of defaults and shrink inventory. And that's exactly what happened. Artificially, we still have about 80,000 people not paying the mortgage. Therefore, the inventory has shrunk to all-time lows. Now, we have SB 321, Nevada Homeowner Bill of Rights, which is also going to keep inventory down for a while. So we have artificial inventory, we have cheap money, and now we have another wild card. Hedge funds coming in with cheap money at low interest rates, overpaying for homes because it's not their money and driving up the values more. So we have the perfect storm right now in Las Vegas. All those indicators show that they are not sustainable. In fact, Fitch, just announced, rating agency, announced that Las Vegas and Detroit are the top 2 cities in the country that the fundamentals do not match the recent price increases. And this is what we said at our events over 2 years ago, that now was the time to buy. Our recommendation is now is the time to take profit. They might go up for a little bit more, but the fundamentals do not support a sustained increase. With this information, contact us, email us. We will send this report direct to you. It's about a 15-page report that clearly shows the indicators in the Las Vegas market and some national indicators that show Las Vegas has peaked. And now with this information, you can decide, is this time to sell your home? These indicators say yes, but you make the call. And if you're interested in this report, contact us or email us today and get the information you need for this new boom and bust cycle that's happening in the Las Vegas real estate market.